Hi, we're here at AWS reInvent in Las Vegas. I'm here with Martin Bishop. You're the Enterprise Technologist at AWS, and we both have seen the amazing keynote from Matt Garman. A lot of innovations, and I would really love to understand your key takeaway. I have quite some, but I really would love to hear yours.
Yeah, I think for me the key takeaways was really AWS doubling down on what we've been talking about for a long time in terms of what we see working with a lot of customers is that they want a lot of choice when it comes to a number of different technologies, whether that's a data analytics technology or an AI model. So we've introduced a lot more choice at different layers, everything from announcing the availability of our Trainium chips, to lower the cost of training and inference for large language models, to new capabilities in our object stores, and obviously lots of stuff in the AI space, which I'm sure we'll talk about.
I love to dive into that part as well, of course. The AI is still a hot topic. I know there was many different other parts where he started with the security part, which is the foundation, the storage part, which is key, of course, but the AI part is what most people are getting very excited about and as one of the key topics. Maybe you can dive a little bit deeper into the part. One is the inference part, where you mentioned that already. Can you share a little bit more what the key innovations are and what's the benefit for the clients?
Yeah, so I think what we see when we work with customers is lots of customers have now engaged with large language models and put content into them, asked questions and gotten useful responses out. And many customers have now done retrieval-augmented generation or RAG implementations, and we've seen that really mature as a pattern, and we offer like a managed service as part of Bedrock with knowledge bases to make that easier. I think what we're seeing is like the expansion of that, for example, into structured data as well as unstructured data. And so being able to access more of your data in a knowledge base is really interesting. And I think that's like, I've definitely got customers that are going to be excited about that. The other is, just really in terms of productionizing AI, obviously people, especially large organizations in regulated industries or governments, really have to be very careful about how they expose these AIs. And we've made a lot of investment in Bedrock to help customers do that through guardrails. And with guardrails, you can just describe, stay on topic, don't talk about these things, stay focused on whatever the use case might be. And we announced a new capability in those guardrails, which is really focused on these retrieval-augmented use cases, but not just those, but ensuring correctness and dealing with this problem of hallucinations. I'm sure you must see that.
So well. I love that part. So one of the key challenges is the answer right? And can you explain how AWS solves this? Because the LLM models, let's say, sometimes 90-95% right, but it's especially, I think the example was there, if you're customer service and a customer asked about, I have an accident, is it covered in my policy? If the answer is yes or no, but if it's wrong in 5%, you have quite a challenge. So this getting to 100% right is very important. So how do you solve this?
What that capability does is it takes your policy documents. And so you start by taking your policy documents, feeding that into the Bedrock service. And that then develops rules which we use to do formal reasoning on the responses coming back from the large language model. So we really are, we're making the most out of the large language model. But as you say, they can be a bit non-deterministic and they could potentially hallucinate and those types of things. But then we're running it through these formal checks that we define separately as one of the guardrails. And that can give you very high confidence that you are getting an answer that's in line with your policies and you're not crossing any red lines or anything like that.
And it's getting close to, let's say, human, because a human is also not perfect with checking all the rules. So 100% is ideal, but it's hard to reach that. So it's close to human.
And depending on the rules defined, like it will be 100% against the rules you've defined. So really the trick with these guardrails are going to be, feeding the right information and helping define the appropriate guardrails to make sure that you get the results that you need.
And so for the people that were not here in Las Vegas, where can they find all the new innovations and the choice that is there?
So definitely check out the reInvent website. If you just search for AWS reInvent, you will find that. And also the AWS What's New newsfeed. There's a bunch of information on all the announcements.
Yeah, because it's hard to summarize it in just a few minutes. There was so much. Thanks a lot, Martin.
Yeah.
And thank you for watching here from AWS reInvent in Las Vegas.
Thank you.
All right.